The most haunted places in Alabama. The past is alive in the eyes of the beholder. Throughout the country, there are hundreds of thousands of stories of weird sightings and occurrences at haunted locations, but Alabama may contain some of the most gruesome and terrifying of them all. Think you know scary? Wait until you hear and see about the most haunted places in Alabama. You might have to change your shorts after this video. Here are Super 6 top haunted places in Alabama. Number 1, St. James Hotel, Selma. The St. James Hotel was constructed in 1837, known then as the Brantley, and housed Union soldiers during the Battle of Selma in the Civil War, as well as reportedly serving as a favorite destination of American outlaw Jesse James and his wife Lucinda. After the hotel reopened in 1997, guests and workers reported seeing apparitions of figures they claim are James and his wife. James typically stayed in rooms 214, 314, and 315, where many of the sightings take place. Lucinda also reportedly had an affinity for the scent of lavender, which many claim to smell inexplicably throughout the hotel. Oh, and they often see the full form of a woman walking the hallways. Now, that is some scary stuff. Number 2, Fort Morgan Gulf Shores. This old Civil War fort has a ton of history down on the Gulf, and plenty of spooky stories to go along with it. Numerous visitors report hearing and seeing two separate entities throughout the grounds. In the early 1900s, a prisoner supposedly hung himself in the barracks late at night. Nighttime visitors have reported hearing screams from the grounds. Other visitors have reported seeing a female figure walking the fort, possibly in search for justice, after she was dragged into the fort in the latter part of the 19th century and beaten to death by male attackers. The men were reportedly never caught. Now that is some jacked up stuff. Number 3, Bear Creek Swamp, Prattville. Who doesn't love a good swamp? Nobody raising their hands, right? If you like the paranormal, then maybe this will be the one exception. What sets Bear Creek Swamp apart is that you don't even really have to visit the swamp to see or hear anything. All you have to do is drive through it, as many motorists have reported a 4-foot-tall, childlike apparition appearing in front of their car. If you do decide to stop, you may be treated to phantom cars, strange orbs of light, or even the ghost of a mother searching for her lost child. An urban legend persists that if you say, "We have your baby" 3 times, the mother will attack you. Don't think we'll be testing that theory anytime soon. Come on, I dare you to say it. Number 4, USS Alabama BB60 Mobile. Completed in 1942, the USS Alabama BB60, a South Dakota-class battleship, served 3 years to the end of World War II, before being decommissioned in 1947, and eventually becoming a museum ship. The Alabama sustained only 5 fatalities during the war, which were unfortunately friendly fire deaths when dual 5-inch 38 caliber Mount No. 9 accidentally fired into Mount No. 5. Visitors to the museum report hearing disembodied footsteps, popping, and tapping noises in the bulkhead, as well as seeing steel hatches slamming shut on their own. If I heard that when I was there, I would be running as fast as I can. Number 5, Boyington Oakmobile. In the Church Street graveyard in Mobile, Alabama, is a large oak tree known as the Boyington Oak. Legend has it the tree sprouted from the grave of Charles Boyington, who was convicted for the murder of his friend Nathaniel Frost in 1835. Despite professing his innocence, Boyington was executed for the murder. Boyington said that a tree would grow from his grave as proof of his innocence, and that's exactly what happened. Some have claimed to see a ghostly figure sitting solemnly at the base of the tree. Number Super 6, Gaines Ridge Dinner Club, Camden. Some good food and yeah, a friendly ghost. You've heard of dinner and a movie, but how about dinner and a ghost? That's what you could get at one of Alabama's top food destinations. Along with the dinner club's top-rated black bottom pie, guests may get a taste of the macabre from the ghostly apparition that screams and calls out names, as well as pushing or holding doors shut. Since there's pie, I'm willing to risk this one.
Well, that is it for now. If you like this video, please subscribe and hit that like button. If you feel the need, we would love to hear from you. So please leave a comment below on how we did or didn't do. Super 6 out.